Hi students, welcome to another session. We're going to have from 2 mathematics comparative solving approach, Necta 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, and 2018. And today we're going to continue with question number 2 in these exams. So with question number 2, if you're going to check the table of specifications as per the current format of Form 2 exams, from this table of specification, you can see that question number 2 is going to be on units and approximations, units or approximations. So starting with current year 2022, you can see that actually the question is on units. So you can see units, basically you can also see approximations as per the format. So solution for question number 2A. So for 2A, the solution is going to be as follows. A dog, cat, and goat have masses 30.7 kg, 13.44 kg, and 18.26 kg respectively. Calculate the total mass of all three animals, giving the answer to the nearest to whole numbers. So first of all, we'll be taking actually 30.70. You add with 13.44, add with 18.26. When you add these, eventually you have 10, it is 8, 12, 14 point, you carry 1, it is 11, 12, then you carry 1, you have 4, 5, 6, so you have 62.4. You repeat again, 0, 4, 6, it is 10, 8, 12, 14, 11, 12, then 4, 5, 6, 62.40. So 62.40 kilogram. This is approximately equal to 62 kg, dear students, because we're supposed to approximate it correctly to the nearest whole numbers. So that is 2A part 1. Going to 2A part 2, round off the mass of dog to the nearest ones. So mass of dog is approximately equal to 31 kg. That is corrected to ones. Then the mass of cat corrected to 1 decimal place. So mass of cat will be must be equal to 13.4 kg, corrected to 1 decimal place. And the mass of goat to 3 significant figures. So for goat will be mass of goat will be approximately equal to 18.3 kg, and this is correct to 3 significant figures. So if you have seen, we approximated these numbers according to the given requirements. Then we go to question number 2B. With question number 2B, we will be adding here millimeters, kilometer, and meters. So 0609, you're gonna get 9. 0, 0, 0, 4 plus 6, actually 10, you put 0, you carry 1, because 1000 milliliter is equal to 1 meter. Okay, so carrying 1, now we have 10, then you have 10 again, you have 7 plus 3, it is 10, 11, so you carry 1. We know that actually 1,000 meters, this is equal to 1 kilometer. So you carry 1, now you have 13, 14. So basically the answer for question number 2B, for 2B part 1, the answer is 14 kilometers, 100 meters, and 9 milliliters. Now convert the answer you obtained in 2B into meters. So converting now the answer into meters. So 2B part 2, converting this into meters, you will be having 14,000 meter plus 100 meter plus this is 0.009 meter, because this will have to divide by 1,000. So eventually you will be having 14,100.009 meters, dear students. So this is the answer for question number 2B. As we have seen, the question is on units and also on approximations. Going to question number 2 in Necta 2021. With Necta 2021, actually you can see that the question number 2 is not on units and approximation. So it's important to understand that the current format, you can see reflection of it in Necta 2022. But we're going to continue solving the question, writing the fractions 2/3, 3/4, 5/8, and a half in order of magnitude, starting with a smallest fraction. So what we'll be doing, we're going to check 2/3, 3/4, 5/8, then a half. We will be multiplying by LCM of these numbers. You are going to see actually that LCM of these numbers is 24. So multiplying by 24, 2/3 times 24, you get actually by 3, 1 by 3 here, 8, 16. You have 3/4 multiplied by 24. You can simplify by 4 here, 6. So you have 18. Then we go to 5/8 multiply by 24 by 81, 3 here you have 15. Then you go to a half, 24 you get 12. So arranging them, starting with the smallest one, we'll be starting actually with a half. Then the next one is going to be 5/8. The next one will be 2/3, and the last one will be 3/4. So this is the arrangement of the fractions in ascending orders. Find the product of the fractions given in part A above. So we'll be taking now the product. So we'll be taking a half times 5/8 times 2/3 times 3/4. But by this we can see that it is possible to simplify by 2 here, 2, 1, then by 3, 1 by 3, 1. Then you'll be having actually 5/32, dear students. Going to question number 2B, Necta 2021. Subtract 0.02 repeating of 270,000 from 36% of 50,000 shilling. First of all, we're going to find, actually we're going to convert, we're gonna convert 0.02 repeating into fractions. Converting this into fraction, you can let actually x be 0.02 repeating, then you have 100x equals to 2.22 actually repeating. So now we'll be subtracting, actually you have 99x equals to 2. From here we know that x will be 2/99. So x being 2/99, from this question I can take now 2/99 multiplied by 270,000. By 9 you can simplify it is 11. By 9 here will be actually 30, so 30,000 shilling. So the product here, it will be 60,000 divided by 11. Then we're going to subtract 0.02 of 270 from 36% of 50,000 shilling. So dividing now 60,000 when you divide it by 11, you are getting 5,454.54. So we're going to take this value, then consider 36% of 50,000 shilling. 2 zeros will be cancelled. You have 36 been multiplied by 5. You have 180 with 2 more zeros, so 18,000. So we are going to take now 18,000, subtract actually 5,454.5400, subtracting 18,000 minus 54 point 54.54. When you subtract here, dear students, we are getting now 12,545.46. So this is the final answer, the answer obtained by subtracting 0.02 or repeating of 270 from 36% of 50,000. We're going to continue with question number 2, Necta 2020. Still, you can see that actually with question number 2, Necta 2020 is now not according to the current format. So with current format, you can see that the question number 2 is going to be on units or approximations. Still, but we're going to solve this question as a repetition of the questions we'll be facing in other upcoming questions according to current format. So Necta 2020, find the values of expression 5/2 minus. So we're going to use BODMAS here. You'll be taking 5/2 minus in the bracket. You change it into improper fraction. You have 15 18 over 5 divided by 6 over 5 minus 4 over 5. You continue the fraction 5 over 2 minus in the bracket 18 over 5 times 5 over 6 minus 4 over 5. So you'll be having 5 over 2 minus, you simplify by 5 1 by 5 1 by 6 1 here 3. So you have 3 minus 4 over 5. Subtracting, basically you'll be having 5 over 2 minus 3 plus 4 over 5 if we open the bracket. So even with this one here, you're going to get a half plus 4 over 5. You can put this in the common denominator, which is 10. So you have 5 plus 8, it is 13 over 10. 13 over 10 being 1 and 3 over 10. Dear students, we go to question number 2b, part 1. In a size promotion, the price of shirt costing 15,000 shillings is reduced by 15%. What is the new price of the shirt? So in a sale promotion, the price of a shirt costing 15,000 shillings. So 15,000 shillings, this is actually equivalent to 100%. Then you reduce by 15%, so we are looking for 85% equivalence. Will be how much? So by crossing multiplication, we will get in XC being 85 times 15,000 divided by 100. So 85 you multiply by 15, then you divide it by 100. So you'll be having actually 12,750 shillings, dear students. So the new price, can say that new price is 12,750 shillings. We go to 2b, part 2. Change 0.56 repeating into fractions in its simplest form. So we're going to assume you're going to let maybe y is 0.56 repeating, and just understand that this 0.56 repeating the same as 0.56666. It continues like that. So you're going to multiply by 10 both sides. So be 10y will be 5.60 repeating. So now taking the difference, we'll be having 9y equals to 5.60 minus 0.56. From here we can see that actually 9y will be equal to your subtract, you get 1660 minus 5, it is 1.5. So y will be 5.1 over 9 multiplied by 10 in both parts. Doing that, we'll be having y equal to 51 over 90 by 3 will be 17 by 3 will be 30. So basically y will be 17 over 30, and you can conclude that 0.56 repeating is equal to 17 over 30, and this is the most simplified form, dear students. So that was Necta 2020 question number 2. Even though it is not aligning with current format, but still it is part of revision of questions. You're going to face them in your exams. Going to Necta 2019, dear students. Question number 2. Rahima spent 1/8 of her salary on transport and 1/4 on food. If she remained with 80,000 shilling, what was her salary? So we can go with assumption. Assume her salary be X. So if you go with this assumption, it means you have transport is 1/4x, food, transport is 1/8x, and the food will be 1/4x. So remain will be x minus in the bracket 1/4x plus 1/8x. So remain, dear students, will be x minus, you have 8 here, you have 2 x minus x. So your subtract, actually you're getting x, this is plus, of course, x minus 3x/8, so it is 5x/8. So from the question, we were told that the remaining amount is 80,000 shilling. So we can say 5/x divided by 8 equals to 80,000 shilling. So basically x will be 8 times 80 divided by 5. Dividing by 5 here, by 5 actually is 1, by 5 here is 16,000. So you take now 8 times 16 and you are getting actually 128 with 3 zeros, 128,000 shillings. So we can say that actually Rahima's salary is 128,000 shillings. We proceed, change 5/8 into percentage. But 5/8 you just multiply by 100%. So basically this is 500 divided by 8%. Dividing by 8 will be 1, by 8 will be 60, 48, 20 by 8 will be 2, 16, then you have 40 divided by 8, you get 5. So we can say that 5/8 is equal to 62.5%, dear students. Now change 5/8 into decimals. For part 2, changing it into decimals, we'll be taking 5 divided by 8. So we know that we cannot divide 5 by 8, so we're going to start with a 0. We'll drop 0 there, it is 5. You add 0 with a point. 50 divided by 8, you are getting now 6, it is 48. Okay, 48, when you subtract you get 20, will be by 2, 2 times 8, 16, then you have 4, drop 0, it will be 5. So we can say that 5/8 is equal to 0.625. So you can see this is percentage form and this is decimal form, dear students. We're going to continue now with the last part, and this is now Necta 2018 question number 2. Find out which of the two fractions, 5/7 or 6/9, is greater. So what we do, we'll be taking 5/7, 6 over 9, you multiply this with LCM, which is 63, and when you multiply, you have 5 times 9, it is 45. You have 60 times 7, it is 42. Basically, you know that 45 is greater than 42. So we can say that actually 5 over 7 is greater than 60 over 9, dear students. So 5 over 7 is greater than 60 over 9. So that was 2018 question number 2A. We got to B. If 0.2125 of all students is in a mixed class are girls, what percentage of the students are boys? So if 0.0125, these are girls, so boys will be 1 minus 0.0125. And when you take 1 minus 0.0125, so you are getting actually 0.9875. So we are looking for percentage of boys. You take the fraction corresponding to boys, 0.9875, you multiply by 100%, and eventually you'll be having 98.75, dear students. So that is percentage of girls, and this is our last part actually in this discussion. I hope this discussion was beneficial to all of you guys. Until next time, we managed to solve question number 2 comparatively, comparing the questions from 5 consecutive years of Form 2 national exams. If it is your first time to be here, consider actually subscribing. Hit that like button, subscription button. Hopefully you're going to be informed about the other coming updates, contents. See you into next video. We'll meet then in the next video. See you in the next video.